Hello and welcome to Podtacular's Achieving Halo. I'm your host, Godzilla T, and in this series we go through and show you how to get the maximum number of achievements per campaign level playthrough, and the most efficient way to do that. We also show you in Halo 5 where the skulls are and where all the audio logs are. On this level, we are going to be doing the achievement Escape, Survivor, Fire Drill, the Hare, and Drop a Quarter. The first one is just completing Evacuation. Second one is we need to keep 6 miners alive on the elevator. Fire Drill is we need to finish the campaign mission in under 18 minutes. The Hare is beating part-time for a level with the scoring mode on, which in this level is 17 minutes. So we're going to be booking it. Last one is complete mission in score attack, release 10,000 points. So we're going to have several achievements for this one. We're going to get going here, and I have 3 guests with me. Starting off, we have Confell. How you doing today?
Ooh, pretty good.
Well, this is the third one I've had you in? Or second
just
one?
second.
Just second one.
Yeah, it was.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Just been addicted to Halo since Halo 4. Started out listening to Podtacular. At my old job, I had a really long drive, and it was just really good to get into the Halo lore and all the fun stuff behind the actual game.
Well, that's good, because we generally have a nice long podcast.
Yo, it's perfect.
Nice for long drives. The second gentleman we've got with us is Pins Halo. He is one of our Twitch subscribers, and he is coming up on 2 years subscribing to our Twitch stream, and he's a good friend of the Podtacular podcast. How you doing today, Pins?
Good, Godzilla. How you doing?
Ready to get this done. So what brought you to Podtacular?
Actually, it was right after Forward Onto Done came out, and was looking at Halo Waypoint and found Podtacular was actually on the front page talking about the summary, and clicked on it, started listening, and kind of went from there. So.
Oh, that's cool. Glad that you showed up. And then we have, well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. And we have the man, the myth, the legend, Laird. How you doing today, Laird?
Hi. I'm good. How are you doing? Everyone else as well?
So what brought you to Podtacular?
I'm OG Podtacular. I was back in the original, long time ago, Podtacular with Fumo and JVB, and I was a moderator of the forums, and I guess I just kind of graduated and stuck around, and now I help you guys run the Spartan Company, I guess, every once in a while.
Well, the help is greatly appreciated.
And Podtacular, is the only podcast that I kind of listen to on a weekly basis. I mean, not that the other ones are bad, it's just old habits and Die Hard, etc.
Well, that's good. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get going here. We got scoring on, and we'll get the mission started. All right, we're getting loaded up here. Get going on this mission. Now, at the very beginning, we're going to split off into 2 groups. We'll do a little picture-in-picture mode. See one group that's going to go to kill the skulls, the cones, so we can unlock the skull at the end of the level. And then the other group is going to grab the first piece of intel. So watch that upper right-hand corner. And on the upper left-hand, we'll have the map pop up, which is right there. What you need to do is run and grab vehicles as quick as you can. Have one person grab the mongoose and get the other 2 people to jump in the Warthog or other person, depending on how many people you're playing with. Coming up on the first cone here. 1 down. When you get the kill, you will hear that grunt birthday party sound. Go ahead and have your teammates in the Goshawk, get it right, go ahead and they'll run distraction for you in this next area. Get teleported ahead here. Yep. They get too far ahead, they'll just pull you ahead. Here is cone number 2, and if you watch the upper right hand corner, you'll see where that first piece of intel is, just right up top of these stairs on this platform. There you go, your first piece of intel. Now back to the main screen, our third cone is coming up. It's right here behind this burned out Warthog. Once you come through here, you want to veer off to the right here. And of course, they got a bunch of destroyed vehicles, which screwed my path all up. There's cone number 4. Like I said, be sure to listen for that grunt birthday party sound. And if you get these all killed within 2 minutes, or the first 4, you will get cone number 5, which is right there. And now the skull has been unlocked. Now for our next achievement, we need to get at least 6. We need to save at least 6 miners on the elevator. Sorry, brain wasn't working there. We had to make a couple of attempts at this, so that's why we had the cut. Turns out the Marines are really slow. I do recommend you pick up Promethean weapons here. It does make dealing with the Prometheans a lot easier. And watch up on the right and left. You get a couple snipers on the right, and you get a Promethean soldier on the left that will jump on that Gauss turret. And coming up here should be about 250 or so. And for the timed achievement, completing a mission in 18 minutes without dying, you can go down. As long as you don't actually die, the achievement will still pop for you. And if you do die, just revert to last checkpoint, and it will still count. Okay, now here's the part where we kept screwing up. You need to wait for at least 6 miners to come through the door before you all advance. Don't worry, you've got plenty of time. Run around, pick up ammo and everything. And here in a moment, up in the right hand corner, you'll see the 2 pieces of intel that's in here, and we moved too fast, so we have to revert to last checkpoint. Of course, we had to replay the level a couple of times before we actually got this correct.
Are they dead? Are we done? Mercs are here.
So everybody just hang around out here until the Marines go in, or not the Marines, the miners go inside. And in the upper right-hand corner, the first piece of intel is right at the top of this elevator.
She's not gonna fly. Need another way to get these people off world.
Spartans, your tenacity outstrips even my own.
You should get about a dozen Marines in there, so you got some room for people that fail.
You're good.
Then after you get down there, just sprint across to the other side, and it is pretty much in the same place on the other side.
A change is gonna come.
Don't miss your jump here. Again.
Created alike.
Other way.
She's pushing a new dawn.
But it's on this top piece of scaffold, right up there. I'm failing on my jumps.
My time is up. Good luck to you, everyone. And goodbye. They're between us and the Pelican. Weapons free.
Somebody with a Gauss cannon took me out.
Let's clear the ladies in the workspace.
But be sure to focus on the Watchers first, and then kill the soldiers and crawlers. And try to protect as many of the Marines as possible. As soon as you clear this first wave, the achievement should pop.
Area's clear.
And there you go.
How do we get the elevator?
And that is a rare
Find
achievement.
the control panel.
So you belong to an elite group if you get it.
Got it.
The way this next level works is you have 3 waves of Prometheans. The first wave spawns here on the right.
Cortana contacted him. Is she on the
The
Guardian?
second wave spawns at the rear and to the left.
If she's there, then where are they going?
And then the third wave spawns 4 knights.
I understand the Master Chief disobeying orders to find Cortana, but why the rest of Blue Team?
But now we play the waiting game.
The members of Blue Team grew up.
And as you can see, we've got plenty of time left, and we're almost to the end of the level. So this is not a hard thing to do in under par time.
Family.
Exactly.
You know, as long as you move at a consistent pace, you'll be good.
Incoming Prometheans!
But the suppressor is pretty effective at killing all these Promethean enemies. With the exception of the knights. I mean, it works well on the knights, but I would recommend that you have, in this wave, you get 2 soldier captains that spawn with splinter turrets. One of them will spawn right in front of me. And here in just a little bit, I'll show you where the piece of intel is on the elevator. There are also 2 railguns in there that can be handy,
Fight another day.
especially for the knights.
Humanity's at our best when we're making something out of nothing.
Matter of fact, you'll see that one of my cohorts will go in there and try to grab a railgun and accidentally trip the piece of intel.
Approaching level 3 docking station.
And you'll see here that, yep, there's where you got the piece of intel. And I wasn't quite quick enough, and I got killed by the knight, so I had to revert to the last checkpoint and start all over again. Well, start this wave all over again.
Please! Is there anyone left?
So be careful when you're fighting the knights.
Sloan just up and abandoned his people?
If Cortana's really behind that Guardian moving, she did more damage here than him.
We'll find the truth about what happened here, and we'll make certain that those who should answer for it.
Watch out! More Prometheans!
And as you see, I got incinerated, so revert to last checkpoint, and everything's all good.
Sloan just up and abandoned his people?
If Cortana's really behind that Guardian moving, she did more damage
If
here
you go right over here in this room, you have to Spartan charge the door, or the vent,
Certain that those who should
and your 4th piece of intel is right there on the seat.
Watch out! More Prometheans!
But there you go. Everybody else cleared out all the knights, so now for this next part, there's going to be 2 doors that you can go through. One of them
There's that Guardian song again!
will be right in front of this ammo crate right over here with the 2 DMRs and grenades in it. Spawn right across there. And then the other one will spawn about the same distance on the other side of that pillar. Or platform where the knight spawned.
What's going on? Wait, it just stopped.
Now, this next part, you can sprint most of it. There's only a couple places where you really do need to stop and kind of clear some ads to get through safely.
There's the Guardian. Keep moving towards the Pelican.
Come up on your first piece of intel right around this corner. It's underneath this crane that's straight in front of us.
Phaeton's
You
targeting
just
our
go down to this bottom level,
Everyone all right?
What happened?
and it's right there by the crate.
Elevator E-brake stopped a total collapse, but she won't hold out long.
Do you figure the structure is still secure enough to climb?
If it's gonna fall, won't be because Spartans are using it as a jungle gym.
And we are playing on heroic, and you can pretty much ignore the Phaetons. They, as long as you're moving around the backside of the tower, they really don't come around here.
Not sure this scaffold can take any more shockwaves.
And here is your sixth and final piece of intel for the mission. Right over here by this hard hat. Now the only thing we got left is the skull. And you see me failing on the jungle gym. Don't worry, you get to see me fail again. All of a sudden my hands and fingers didn't want to work correctly. I was pushing buttons that I didn't want to push and moving around the way I didn't want to move. Then here I just walk off the edge again. So do be careful when you're going for those pieces of intel and coming up.
In our Pelican now. We'll risk autopilot.
I'm probably reason I'm having so much troubles is I'm pushing the speed a little too much. You can slow down and be more effective, and it will save you time in the long run. Nice thing is everybody else went ahead of me, and they've cleared most of the enemies. Next group of enemies that you probably will have to clear is right around this corner. There are 6, I believe, soldiers and a couple of watchers. But we are coming up on the end of the level. And right outside this door, up towards the fence, just right there by that line, is the Thunderstorm Skull. There you go.
I don't want to find
You
out.
have 6 pieces of intel on 1 skull. All you have to do is run for the Pelican to end the level. There's our achievement fire drill. And drop a quarter. Then we get our achievement for completing the level, escape. And the Hare, complete the level under our beating par time. That's all the achievements for this level. We'll catch you next time here on Achieving Halo. Until then, we'll see you later.